This is the Louis T. Network.
In the Lab Room.
Welcome, you are in the Lab Room. I'm your host, Lou. Thank you for joining me. Tuesday here in the Lab Room. I've already broken down Monday Night Football. What a classic, epic matchup that was. It was everything it was chalked up to be, and then some. I love great football. I've told you this many times before. I am a Redskins fan, but first and foremost, I am a football fan, and that was a joy and a pleasure to watch on Monday night as the Panthers found a way to get it done 24-20 over the New England Patriots. Not without a little controversy, however, but it doesn't matter. That was some good quality football, and I enjoyed every second of it. Let's talk a little bit about the happenings of Sunday and then move on, get out of here. I don't have a lot for you today. I don't want to keep you here that long, so quickly gloss over the week that was in the National Football League. In week number 11, Lions throw away a golden opportunity to do some damage in the NFC North. Packers lose again. We know the Vikings are done, but the Bears found a way to win. Lions, that fake field goal attempt, Jim Schwartz has already said that, hey, I defend my decision to do that. I don't, and I think that was a bad move. That's bad news. However, Pittsburgh Steelers, give them credit. They scored 37 points. And this team, you really don't know which one is going to show up from week to week. Much like the Lions, you don't know if the Lions are going to get it done on the road or not. And they got to stop turning the ball over. They got to stop shooting themselves in the foot. They're very fortunate this season, are the Detroit Lions, because 5 turnovers against the Cowboys, -4 turnover differential in that game, and you still win. You don't win many games like that in the National Football League. They turned it over against the Steelers. They end up losing that game. They got to stop shooting themselves in the foot. They are too talented, way too talented, with Reginald Bush and heavens to Megatron to be doing the things that they do offensively to hurt themselves. They play good enough defense. They have an explosive offense. They have to stop turning the football over. They have to make smart decisions on the field, and their head coach has to make smart decisions off the field as well, not calling fake field goals when your team is up 4, needing a field goal to extend the lead out to 7, and more importantly, keep the momentum on the road on your side. Bad move, and it backfired. Steelers end up going 97, 98 yards for a touchdown and end up winning the game by 10. So bad move for the Lions, bad loss for the Lions, big win for the Bears at home. Had the delay for the weather, come off of that delay, they're trailing 10-0, find a way to scratch, claw, get to overtime, and beat the Baltimore Ravens in overtime, 23-20. Big win for the Chicago Bears as they find a way to get back to first place in a tie with the Detroit Lions. So that was huge in that division. We know about the huge matchup in week number 11, Sunday Night Football, Chiefs and Broncos. It was a good football game. Wasn't all that it was chalked up to be, but I thought that the Kansas City Chiefs played well. I don't know if they can beat Denver or not. It'd be interesting to see how they play in Arrowhead. I thought that the offense actually did some things early in that game to try to assert themselves in this football game, but guys didn't help Alex Smith out. The defense made a play. The offense for the Chiefs gave it right back, and that was the difference in that game. Broncos take care of business at home. And the thing that was surprising, they didn't get pressure on Peyton Manning. They didn't get him on the ground. They didn't disrupt his timing. They didn't make him uncomfortable. They didn't knock him down. All the make and the talk of the ankle in, the leading up to this game, I expected the Chiefs to do one thing and one thing alone. Get pressure and hit him. Make him uncomfortable. Make him think about the ankle injury. They didn't get to him. I mean, it was a masterful design by the Broncos. Great job by this offensive line of not allowing him to be hit. And also a great job of Peyton Manning getting rid of the football and not allowing these guys to get close to him. And so it was a masterful performance by the Broncos. They get it done by 10, 27-17. That's now a two-way tie atop that division at 9-1. These two teams will see each other in 2 weeks in Arrowhead. Cannot wait to watch that game. Look, we had another big matchup, San Francisco at New Orleans, and I'm a big proponent of not allowing the officials to be in the outcome of the game. Don't make yourself the news at the end of the game. I don't want officials to feel like they need to be the talk of the game after it's done. I'd much rather have officials allow the players to let the game be played out on the field. And I felt like the officials in this particular game had too much to do with the outcome of this game. That Saints pick by White that should have been down by contact instead ends up being a fumble. You could argue he wasn't down by contact. I'm not buying it. He was down by contact. Should have been Saints football at around the 30 or 35-yard line. Instead, 49ers get the football back. Big break for the 49ers. But the biggest break of them all came at the end of the game, and this was a horrendous call. You cannot make this call if you are an official. This was bad on every level imaginable. The 49ers were robbed in this game. And look, 49ers had opportunities to win this game. Let me say that first and foremost. They didn't lose this game because of this call, but they lost this game with this call being a big factor in the loss. Okay, they had opportunities to win this game. They had a play, Frank Gore wide open down the sideline, and they don't connect. Kaepernick doesn't get it to him. Gore is slipping, tripping all over his own feet. He doesn't catch the football. That would have been a touchdown. That would have put the game away. You had the football, 1st and goal from the 3, and you can't get in the end zone, have to settle for a short field goal. That loses you football games. You know the motto, field goals don't win games, touchdowns do. So they had every opportunity to win this game. However, they were still up by 3, 20-17, when the officials made one of the most egregious calls of the season, calling personal foul on a play where Ahmad Brooks lays the wood to one of the quarterbacks, one of these precious quarterbacks in the National Football League, that being Drew Brees. They call him for a penalty, and Troy Aikman talked about it being a good call. No, it wasn't, Troy. It was a bad call. It was a terrible call, and it took a victory away from the San Francisco 49ers, and they worked hard on the road against a quality opponent to get that W, and they were robbed, but it doesn't matter. They had opportunities. They didn't get it done. They still could have gotten a stop. They did not. They still could have won the game in overtime. They did not. And they lose the football game. Or excuse me, still could have won the game in regulation. And they did not. And they lose the football game 23-20. Saints get it done. They go to 8-2 on the season. Big win for them because the Panthers just won't quit. They win on Monday night, as I've already talked about. And so that division is going to be a wonderful division to watch unfold at the end of the season. These two teams, Saints and Panthers, haven't even played each other yet, and they will play each other much like the Broncos and the Chiefs twice in a 3-week span, And so I can't wait to watch those two go at it and lock horns in that division. That's going to be the decisive factor in that division. That 3-week stretch when these two teams square off in late, I want to say early December, late November, somewhere in there. So it's going to be fabulous. So, I mean, that's basically the nutshell of everything that happened that was big in the National Football League. Dolphins get a huge win. They're back in the thick of things in the AFC wildcard race. So are the Raiders with a huge win on the road against the Texans. I don't know what the hell Gary Kubiak. Matter of fact, let's save that for. Go ahead, throw it up. I'm going to tack on this quick extra point. What the hell is Gary Kubiak doing? What is he doing? He wants to get fired, doesn't he? He wants them to draft up that pink slip, put his name on it and sign it and hand it to him, partner, at the end of the season. What is he doing? Taking out Case Keenum. Then he comes with some lame excuse in the press conference on Monday. Oh, we put in a protection scheme that he wasn't familiar with. Get out of my face with that, man. If you think that's a good excuse, where's the psychological sense in that, player? You need to wash your face if you think I'm buying that garbage. Get out of here with that nonsense. Play Case Keenum. He's either the future or he's not. I know one thing for certain. Matt Schaub is not the future. So why are you putting him in the game? I don't understand it. I don't care. I don't want to understand it. You're just going to get fired at the end of the season. Don't worry about it. So, one last thing, and I'm going to let you get out of here. I'm going to be doing a Redskins open forum, in case you haven't heard. Friday, 9 o'clock. Check it out. Going to be huge. I'm talking about everything. I'm laying all the cards out on the table. It's no holds barred. It's unfiltered. It's me, Louis T, going in on my skins. Hope you'll be there and join me. You got something to say? Join me and let your voice be heard. Again, Twitter, In the Lab Room, is the Twitter handle. Hit me up. You want to drop an email in the box. Again, I'll see it. inthelaBroom@gmail.com. If you want to send me a message via YouTube, which I will be on, do that. Put a message in the comment box. I will see it. If it's something that I need to address while I'm on the air, I will do exactly that. So Hope you're there. Again, I'm going to be there. Whether you're there or not, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be laying it all out on the line. So, another thing, doing the picks, and I want to do the pick 'em weekly thing next season. I want it to be huge. I've already got a couple of guys who have sent me picks, and I see some of the participation going on. I want to see more of it. If this thing, I'm telling you what, I'm going to make a video so that you know exactly what I have in mind for this thing next year. I want participation on this. You guys, send me your picks and get in the habit of sending me your picks every week so we can make this thing come to fruition. I'm looking forward for you to send me your picks every week so that we can get this thing going. This is going to be huge. This is going to really make this thing fun. If we could get this really jump started and done the right way, the way I want to do it, this could be a ton of fun. More fun than I had with the Soul Survivor pool, which I will be doing as well next year. So please send me your picks. Let's get this thing started and get this ball rolling, and let's really have some fun next year with the Pick 'em Weekly. So that's going to do it for me here in the lab room. I thank you for joining me. If it happens in the National Football League, whether big or small, we cover it all here in the lab room. Thank you for joining me. See you on Wednesday. Like the content? Want more? Sub up.
In the Lab Room.